Test. Hi guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial. If you are new, subscribe. I upload Blender tutorials, 100 subscribers, let's go. PewDiePie, I'm gonna catch you someday, maybe, in this universe, on another universe. Today I'm gonna create something cool, okay? Some fire simulation using particle system. Maybe we're gonna create some, rain, fire rain, and basically the idea playing around with this stuff. Okay, the idea of this episode is maybe on the next episode I'm gonna create some scene using those stuff. So I am in Blender. I'm gonna select this by left click X and delete. Shift A on the mesh. I'm gonna choose maybe sphere, G, Y, and move this aside right here, and maybe scale by S and move the mouse. I'm gonna go to the object, quick effect, and quick smoke. I'm gonna select my sphere, go to this tab, and I'm gonna choose this not to smoke but to fire. Maybe you can choose fire and smoke, whatever. I'm gonna bring the fuel to the value of 2, and I'm gonna select my domain cube, and I'm gonna adjust my end frame to 100 because this is just tutorial, and change this to the modular, and select this button to stop in every frame, whatever, and I'm gonna click bake. And basically we can apply this fire simulation on this sphere. You can use whatever object you want, okay? You can model in this sphere, whatever. Shift A on the mesh, I'm gonna choose plane, S, and move the mouse. And yes, we gonna use this particle system, so go on this tab and click this plus. And I'm gonna move this by selecting this G, Z, and move the mouse up. So basically on the render, of course, change this to the object, and don't select this sphere, but select the domain. If you're gonna select the sphere, you're gonna have just spheres, not the fire on them, if that makes sense. And basically remember to select the go to the shader editor and select the domain. And if you're gonna render just the sphere, you're gonna have just smoke, okay? I have another tutorial when I built this kind of tree when the fire looks good, but basically the simple way, just bring this black body intensity to the value maybe of 10, and you're gonna have the fire on this on those spheres, if that makes sense. And like I said, watch the tutorial, your fire gonna looks better, okay, on this tree, but this is simple way. I'm gonna go to the camera, whatever, just show you. And I have this kind of fire right here. Yes, the domains falling down from this fucking plane. And you can adjust the particle, the scale, of course, if you want to create something bigger, and the shapes, the different shapes, of course, the roundness of the shapes, of the size. Fuck. Fuck my English. Okay, so this is the idea, and basically it's cool because you can add some force fields to this, maybe wind, magnetic, whatever force field you want. So play around with this stuff, and maybe you're gonna come out with something cool. Okay, I record this very fast, yes. And so this is that. And what else? Yes, we can delay this. I'm gonna delay this, okay? So basically play around with this stuff, and maybe on another tutorial I'm gonna add some object, maybe some text, and maybe I'm gonna add the magnetic field, and this fire sphere is gonna come out with this. Well, whatever, this is gonna be on another tutorial. I'm gonna select this X and delete, and Shift A on the mesh, I'm gonna choose cube, G, Y, and I'm gonna move this aside, okay? I'm gonna go to the shader editor, and I'm gonna click new. I'm gonna delete this, select this X, Shift A, and search for the principal volume, and just add this to the volume. And yes, you can select this too. I have the tutorial previous tutorials that I create some tornado, but basically play around with this stuff because you can use whatever force field you want, okay, and wherever object you want. I'm gonna select this cube, and I'm gonna have this kind of smoky, stupid stuff. And basically you can change the color on this principal volume, and you can add whatever object you want. And I'm gonna maybe adjust the scale, and you can add the force field like I said and play around with this shit, okay? Because you can add, create something cool, like some kind of maybe wind, like you can see wind kind of stuff or whatever, using just principal volume and some kind of basic shape, if you're gonna scale enough, okay, on this stuff. If it's not gonna be like shape of the cube, you get it. You can add subdivision surface and you can add another object. Basically playing around with this stuff. I know it's strange tutorial, but I wanna add some content, okay? I don't have time to build some cool scene. Maybe on the next tutorial I'm gonna build some cool scene using those tools, like I said, using this fire simulation and this particle system in Blender, and combine them together, okay? And maybe this principal volume and particle system, combine this together, and basically you can play around right here. Wait guys, on this gravity or whatever, and you can, like I said, create whatever you fucking want. So combine the fire simulations with this particle system, it's cool shit. And this principal volume too with this particle system, looks cool, okay? Thank you for watching this strange tutorial. I know it's strange, and see you on the next video, guys.